Nyende. First of all, I want to thank all of you who are subscribing. Some of you have asked me to use English because I know some of you come from different continents. Today I want to discuss how to overcome your mental laziness. How to overcome mental laziness. I'm sorry, my professor is Jesse, Jesus Christ. So I'm going to use his teachings to describe what I need to say. You know, the most philosophical man I've ever read about is Jesse. So in John chapter 8, verses 31, Jesus said to the people who believed in him, "You are truly my disciples if you remain faithful to my teachings, and you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Now verse 32, "But we are descendants of Abraham. They said, 'We have never been slaves to anyone.' What do you mean you will be set free?" So when I read, is it called a concordance or whatever it is? Commentary, yes. Somebody wrote this commentary on John chapter 8, verse 32. Jesus himself is the truth that sets us free. He is the source of truth, the perfect standard of what is right. He frees us from continued slavery to sin, from deception and from self-deception, and from deception by Satan. Now, I'm sorry to bore you with scripture if you are not the type who likes scriptures. Now let me use some other language. Perhaps that will inspire you. So there is a self-deception, which I tend to call domestic deception. No. Yeah, domestic deception. Self-deception is domestic deception. And then there is also foreign deception. Deception which comes from other people. We are living in days when people just like telling lies. They are very deceptive. Liars. I was discussing with a young lady who told me this. We spent like almost 30 minutes. But that was an extension of another hour. We had a conversation. I had a conversation with her. So that is 1 hour, 30 minutes. Just discussing how people are liars these days. Deceit is everywhere. But there's a form of deceit which is also common at work. Excuse me. Where's my bottle of water? Come on. So I went to work and I was trying to solve a problem. Now this place of work is like, my bedroom. I know what is in my bedroom. So when I made a report, presented it to my manager, copied it to a few people, one of them wrote back an email, not even my manager. The email was typically saying, "I know this place better than you." So my manager today, when he saw me and I told him that, "Look, I'm going back to my place of work to fix that problem." This is what he said. "Did you see your colleague's email?" I said, "Yes." I was kind of insulted that he reminded me that. So I said, okay, let me help him to overcome his mental laziness and everybody's mental laziness. So I asked him, "Do you know your bedroom?" He said, "Yes. Of course I know my bedroom." "Does that friend of ours who wrote that email know your bedroom?" He said, "No." I told him, there is your answer. I mean, I told him that, look, it is insulting for that friend of ours to tell me what to do when he doesn't even know the bedroom as much as I do. So that is mental laziness. It is mental laziness can actually be slavery, domestic slavery. Many people are slaves to their mental laziness. Slaves, basically slaves. I find this all the time in this country. You know, they tend to think that if you are this, you don't know how to think. They are the ones who think and who know how to think. Only them. That's okay. I may not know how to think, but at least I know what is in my bedroom, and you don't know it. And when you call them that, you know you are slaves to your mental laziness, then they will say, how dare you say we are slaves? Is that what I read from scripture? So there are two types of slavery. Somebody can come and make you his own slave by deception, telling you that you are not of equal standard, equal substance. But you can also deceive yourself with your mental laziness. Why? Because you have not built your critical thinking, which overcomes mental laziness. It is what it is. Albert Einstein said, we cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them. Let me say it again. We cannot solve our problems with the same level of thinking that created them in the first place. There you go. So if the mental laziness creates problems for you, you're not going to, mental laziness is not going to solve mental laziness, no. Mental laziness is not going to solve a product of mental laziness. You have to raise the level of thinking to overcome mental laziness, and that requires critical thinking. Now let me address people from Uganda, because that's where I was born. I'm a Ugandan by birth. So this man called Mr. Museveni, one of the longest dictators in Africa, somehow he has managed to create mental laziness in about 70% of Ugandans. They just look at him like this. Well, he's telling them all sorts of lies. All sorts of lies. But what makes it even worse and even more embarrassing is when they start to laugh at his lies. That is the first indication of mental laziness. I don't want to waste a lot of your time. Besides, I think I've driven the point home. Let's go do some homework. God bless.